Hi everyone, my name is Amanda Whitaker. I will be acting as the general manager for the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim for this sports analytics project. So my manager for the team is Brad Osmus. We just brought him on as our new manager, replacing former manager Mike Scioscia, who was the winningest manager in Angels history. Obviously, over the last few years, they weren't very successful, but he did finish his career with just over 500 win percentage, which in the long run is considered winning the majority of your games. Okay, so the Angels finished the last two seasons, 2018 and 2017, with a record of 80 and 82. So in 2018, the Angels were stricken with a lot of injuries, and I mean a lot, especially in the beginning of the season. Some major ones was Zach Cozart, who had a dislocated shoulder, Nick Tropiano with shoulder inflammation, Andrelton Middleton, who had Tommy John surgery, as well as Shohei Ohtani, the very talented young player we acquired from Japan, who is both a very good pitcher as well as a designated hitter. The current state of the team is that over the next 3 years, so in seasons 2020 to 2022, the organization has two committed players under contract, which are Mike Trout and Justin Upton. Mike Trout did just sign a massive contract of 12 years, and he'll be getting paid about $35.5 million every year for the next 12 years, and that will be taking up a little over 21% of our entire salary, which is a significant amount for one player. Future moves is that the team has been trying to bring on talented players to build around Mike Trout. He has been an MVP multiple times, and we would love to get not just Mike Trout, but this team another championship, because it has been over a decade since they've even seen the World Series. So for the salary for these players, Mike Trout is committed for the next 3 years with an extension totaling 12 years, and then Justin Upton will become a free agent after 2022. The total value of these guarantee contracts over the next 3 years is going to be $115.5 million next year, $88 million in 2021, and $63 million in 2022. So let's head over to the spreadsheet that I made. You'll notice that I compared the Angels with the entire American League. Why did I only compare with the American League? Well, in baseball, most of the time you're playing the majority of your games within your league. You're also competing against your division, the West, Central, and the East division, and in the long run you're going to be playing the National League in the championships. So you're not going to be playing American League versus American League. So that's why we decided to compare with the American League, because these are ultimately our competitors. And in the last 2 seasons, both world champions have been American League teams, that being the Boston Red Sox and the Houston Astros. So let's take a look at these here. You'll notice some red and green. It looks very festive. I know, I wasn't trying to be, but if it gets you in the Christmas spirit, then great, I did something right. But the biggest conclusion that I drew from drawing up these charts is that the Angels are not the worst at anything, but they're also not the best at anything, except for stolen bases in the 2017 season. And it helps because MVP Mike Trout steals a lot of bases. So what we're focusing on is the fact that we would like to get some stronger hitting. We can see with these numbers that a lot of our players do have good batting IQ, and by that I mean they're striking out a lot less than the average American League player, and also walking a lot more, which is good because we don't want them striking out and we do want them getting on base. But we need stronger hitters who are going to knock our guys in, get us more runs, and in turn, win us more games. So let's also take a look at the pitching numbers as well. We have okay pitching, just okay. But everybody who knows baseball knows that you do need very good pitching if you want to win games. Just like in football, or you need good defense in order to win games. So yeah, let's move on. We've targeted 3 top players who we think would be a really good fit for our organization. Our top target is right-handed pitcher Mike Clevenger with the Cleveland Indians. Originally, the Angels drafted Clevenger in the 4th round of the draft, and then we traded him to Cleveland. We would like to acquire him back. He's just a great all-around player. He can serve as both a starting pitcher as well as a relieving pitcher, and he finished his 2018 season amongst all American League pitchers, 1st in shutouts, 5th in complete games, 6th in ERA, 7th in wins above replacement for pitchers, which means this is the amount of wins that a player has added to a team without a replacement player from like the AAA or AA. Our second target player is utility player Alex Bregman with the Houston Astros. Bregman would allow us a lot of flexibility to move him around. He's a very decorated athlete. We can play him with confidence and know that he will get us hits, which is what we need. He finished the 2018 American League season 8th in the league for total hits, 1st in doubles, 5th in runs scored, and 3rd in offensive wins above replacement. That is a guy we would love to have on this team. And then finally, our third target is outfielder and switch hitter Aaron Hicks with the New York Yankees. Also, the Yankees, another great organization that has had very successful seasons in the past few years. He was kind of our safe bet, but he does strike out a little bit more than we'd like, but we do know that this guy can hit. He finished the season with 119 total hits, 27 home runs, 90 walks, and 79 RBIs. So with his ability, we know that he would be able to benefit us. Now let's take a look at the charts for the projected salary. Right here we have the 2019 salary with all of our players, contract terms, and the percent of payroll that they hold. But if we look down, you'll see that in yellow we have replaced some of the free agents from who became free agents in 2020 with our 3 top targets, that being Mike Clevenger, Alex Bregman, and Aaron Hicks. So we decided on a 2-year deal for Mike Clevenger at $11 million, Alex Bregman 3 years, $42 million, and Aaron Hicks for 2 years at $6 million. And then finally, let's move over to our projected wins. This very basic. I just mainly put in the main numbers that we needed, but I used the Pythagorean to get our numbers, and you'll notice that the 2019 season is in red because I did calculate those numbers to try and project wins for next season, but I put it in red because I don't think it's very significant or reliable because the season has not yet finished. But in yellow, you'll see the projected wins for 2020 based off of the 2014 to 2018 season. So finally, what's the plan for this team? We really want to get these Angels focused on pitching and having at least 2 more solid batters. Our current roster has a high batting IQ, getting on base, stealing bases, but without more hits and RBIs, there's not going to be as many runs scored as we're capable of, which would lead to more won games. So our goal is to have more of a well-rounded roster with stronger aces and confident batters while also being strong defenders. So we plan to see consistent playoff appearances after the 2019 season. Thank you.